Hi Jelly fam, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angelique. Today we're just going to jump right into the tutorial. I have already primed my eyes, so we're ready to go. Today we're going to be dipping into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, and the first shade I'm going to dip into is Lure. I'm going to start by taking that on a Morphe M441 brush, and I'm going to sweep that into my crease and above as a transition shade. I like to start by packing some of the color on, and then I'll go back and blend it out. A neat little trick I wanted to show you guys as well. If you have a hard time trying to figure out like where your eye shape is and like how you should bring it up, then take a little pencil brush with that same shade on it. This is the M431 brush, and I'm just going to start dusting it underneath my eye just like I would to smoke it out. So I'm starting it at the edge out here with the most product on it, and I'm sweeping it inwards just to blend it. And then I'm going to go with the natural shape of my bottom lash line, and I'm just going to kind of sweep it up to meet this right here. And so that's how you know like where your eye shape is if you don't want to use tape, or even if you use tape, you'll know where to put the tape at. And then I'm going to go back in with a little bit more of that product just to deepen that up a little bit. Next, I'm going to dip into this brown shade called Parallel. I'm going to take that on an M456 brush, and I'm going to focus that on the outer corner, and then also to deepen up the crease a little bit. I'm going to make sure I don't take it up as high as the Lure color. And I'm just dipping in and taking it a little bit at a time, and then I'm just going to kind of use little squiggly motions to kind of blend this outer corner. And I'm just going to bring it to about right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the crease all the way, maybe not all the way to the inner corner, but just to about like right here. Every time I dip my brush in to get more, I focus it first here to get the most off, because that's where I want it the darkest, and then I'll lightly start blending it up where I want it. And I do apologize for the lash glue down here. I just filmed a tutorial, like back-to-back tutorials, so I pulled my lashes off to film this one, and it left a little glue, and I was like, I don't care, I'm just gonna go ahead and film it how it is. So next I'm going to pick up this shade Obsidian. I'm going to put that on just the tiniest bit on an M506 brush. I want to deepen up the outer corner and make it a little bit darker, but you have to be very careful with the black because it can go very wrong very quickly. So we're just going to start by putting a little bit at a time until we have it to kind of the deeper consistency that we want. So it's just a little bit smokier. You can't even tell that I put black on it. It just makes the brown look a little darker, and that's kind of the effect I was going for. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Sphinx. I'm going to pick that shade up on my finger, and I'm going to start pressing it into my eyelid and blending it out. I'm focusing the majority of the product closer to the inner corner, or on the first 1/3 of the lid, and then I'm just lightly tapping it to come out here and meet the dark so that it blends in together well. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade called Pyramid. I'm going to pick just the smallest amount of that up on my finger as well, and I'm just going to lightly tap it right over the center, right above my eye. Just to give it like a little bit of a lighter effect right there. And then I'm going to take a little bit more of that Parallel shade, and I'm just going to dab that over the edges to blend everything together nicely. Next, I'm going to take a flat definer brush. I'm going to pick up the tiniest amount of that obsidian color, which is the black, and I'm going to start pressing that right up against my lower lash line. Next, I'm going to pick up just a pencil brush. I'm going to go back in with the dark brown, which is Parallel, and I'm going to use that to blend underneath that black. And then when I get to the edge, I'm just going to bring it up here to meet this, just like I showed you in the beginning. And then just to smoke it out the tiniest bit more, I'm going to go back in with that shade Lure, which is the first shade that we went into, and I'm going to smoke that out just a little bit more underneath. Next, I'm going to go in with Pyramid, which is that gold shade, and I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner. Then I'm going to take just a little bit of this shade called Sphere. I'm going to place that right over top of the gold in the inner corner just to give it an extra little pop. Next, I'm going to go in with this Rimmel Scandalous Eyes Waterproof Nude Pencil, and I'm going to put that on my waterline. I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara and some lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have mascara and lashes on. What I'm going to do next is go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. This is the sugar one, and I'm going to grab this shade called Starburst. I'm just going to use that as a brow bone highlight. And then I'm going to use it for actual highlight as well. I'm going to put some Morphe setting spray on. And then for lips, I'm going to go in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Dusty Rose. Okay, you guys, that concludes my tutorial on this super easy smoky eye with just a little pop of color in the inner corner using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette, which I'm super in love with right now. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one.